there is a new documentary called Jesus Camp.
An explosive new film uncovers the shocking world of Jesus Camp.
It takes us inside a camp in North Dakota that is electrifying the culture wars.
Number one, that a kid 5 years old feels like he needs to be saved, and he was looking for something in his life. He's 5.
And what is the line between teaching children to believe and brainwashing?
Becky Fischer, what would you say to that person?
I would say to that person that you have never given your children an opportunity to truly trap into the deep things of God. We have consistently given kids, in fact, you can go to any Christian bookstore and you've got a list of about 5 things that they'll teach kids, but we never give them the true meat of the word. They don't want to just hear about Jesus healing the sick anymore, Sid. They want to heal the sick for themselves.
I want them to heal the sick for themselves.
So we were looking for a ministry that focused on children, and Becky Fischer, the woman who runs the Kids on Fire ministry, who runs the camp, her name kept coming up.
We're seeing kids praying for righteous judges. I appreciate that you and the people that follow what you follow want righteous judges, but again, all due credit to young kids, they're praying at the age of 7 years old for righteous judges.
They are the most well-spoken and eloquent children of that age group that I've ever met.
Is this teaching them tolerance and thinking for themselves?
You know what? This is such a fascinating thing. It seems like people think kids are going to grow up in some kind of an ideological vacuum, and then when they're 12 years old, we can present them with these heavy ideas, and then they can make a choice. That's absolutely ludicrous. We're feeding them in our churches with basic Bible stories for the first 12 years of their life. By the time a child is 13 years old, he thinks he knows, he will tell you, he thinks he knows everything there is to know about God and has no further need of going to church. That same 12-year-old will tell you, to his knowledge, he's never heard the voice of God nor felt his presence in his entire life. And those aren't just average kids off the street. Those are kids that are being raised in our Bible-believing churches. And so, I mean, there is nothing that is more boring than religion without reality, without life. It's no wonder that our kids are vacating the churches. They are bombarded on every side, from TV to the music they listen to the books they read, with all types of ideologies, from witchcraft to evolution. And there was a group of kids that went on a missions trip it was with one of our directors. They went into a church of 600 people. They began prophesying over these people. And these are children now.
Children are prophesying.
Children prophesying.
I'd rather have a prophecy from a child than an adult.
Absolutely, absolutely. They'll read your mail like nobody's business because they don't have any inhibitions. They don't know what's politically correct.
Young children weep for salvation, speak in tongues, call for an end to abortion.
In Jesus' name, do not let Satan get you off what God has for you.
At its heart is Pastor Becky Fischer.
This means war!
Serious lessons about Christianity from a pastor named Becky Fischer.
Becky Fischer, who is pastor of Kids on Fire.
Pastor Becky Fischer of the Kids on Fire summer camp.
These kids are learning how to be true Christian soldiers.
The bottom line is, the way these people are living their lives is very radical.